firstly, let's start off by asking you, sir, what are the key messages you've seen in the Syrian Prime Minister's speech of today?
I think that the main message of the speech of the Syrian Premier today is just to reaffirm the importance of the preservation of maintaining the Syrian state as well as its institution. And the second message, if al-Assad's regime falling down, doesn't mean that the state is falling, but all institutions are operative, and to affirm that Syria can or is capable to overcome this in transitional and difficult phase through achieving consensus and to have a discourse that include all Syrians and to unite them through their future and to deviate the spirit of revenge. And therefore Mr. Premier's speech reaffirmed that the Syrian people are united and solidarity among the Syrians and to maintain the institutions such as the military, economic institutions, etc. that reflect what happened in Syria, such as the swift change during the past 10 days without bloodshed that reflect the eagerness of the Syrians to overcome this phase, and also reflected that the Syrian state as a state country is a big one and capable to overcome this such an dangerous phase.
Yes. So, sir, what about the tone of the speech itself? What is the significance of the tone? We spoke about this earlier on Q, about the idea of how he delivered the speech. Can you tell us what you think of this?
The tone of the Mr. Premier's speech affirmed that the Syrian Premier is as quoting that he works for the interests of Syria, and it's an interest to deliver Syria to the new leadership and to avoid the process of vacuum of the power that reflects that they are in a very important institutions and individuals that are very eager to have a very important role in the upcoming transitional period that Syria is going through. And also his speech is going in line with several opposition leaders such as Ahmed Al-Golani, as quoted by saying that they respecting Mr. Premier and they will participate or to be the observing all the institutions. That reflects a real desire of a peaceful and smooth transition without any hinders and shocks in light of this upcoming phase and the great challenges before Syria. There are economic challenges, political challenges, that featured the political consensus and the form of the future political form, and also security challenges in building the institutional such as the military and protecting the Syrian borders and support the police to do law enforcement. And also there are some life challenges lived by the Syrian that require often a clear and a serious roadmap, and also the issue of returning the refugees from outside and reconstruction that require from all the Syrians and to deviate disagreements and to overcome this phase. It is a speech of responsibility, reflected a new spirit towards cooperation, not to revenge, just as some wish.
Okay, so sir, what about the announcement of President Bashar al-Assad's regime collapsing? How does this impact the Syrian opposition groups?
The announcement in the fall of Bashar al-Assad's regime came as a swift one in a very short term for a specific consideration, the deterioration of the support of foreign powers such as Iran, and there was an eagerness from the Syrian military to withdraw from big cities such as Aleppo, Suaida, Halab, and Homs, and for stopping the bloodshed. And also that would be benefited by the institutions in Syria, and the flee of Bashar al-Assad contributed to avoid more shocks and traumas that may lead to casualties, more casualties, and an easy intervention of the opposition, not having traditional conflicts and battles, even though several people, in light of the swift fall of the regime, there was the swift advancement of the opposition and a swift withdrawal of the security forces of Syria. But I think that this represents a great importance that managed to avoid a very difficult phase, avoiding the bloodshed in the Syrian street. But there is a desire of the Syrian to overcome and fold this page and start to a new page to be in a comprehensive, full of comprehension, inclusion, despite the diversity ideologically and culturally. And the great celebration in the streets of Syria and Homs, in al-Assad Square, in al-Amawiyin Avenue, and others reflected the great joy of the Syrian people and their desire to move forward into a future, a better future, and fold the old pages. And these features were in a very, that has a great impact of the swift transition in the power, and also the discourse of the opposition leaders that convey in a very short message to the Syrian people.
I apologize, sir, but I have to cut you off there because we're out of time. I'm so sorry, sir. But thank you so much. That was the international relations expert, Ahmed Sayed. Ahmed, thank you so much for your insights, and thank you for joining us here on Q.